Good morning. God morning. God morning. God morning. God morning. Blessings. Can you send this to Visha? I know I'm on a little bit earlier than usual. February 2nd, 2022. 22222. Oh man. 2222. Come on, somebody. 2222. 2222. 2222. 22. 22. 22. I'll say it again. 22. Yep. Our declaration 2222. I just hear that. February 2nd, 2022. Do you see how prophetic it is? Do you see how prophetic it is? God says, say it again, 2222. 2222. 22, come on, 22. 22. This is for somebody. What a prophetic day. What a prophetic day. What a prophetic day. It's working for your good. Somebody needs to hear that. It is working for your good. It's working for my good. Our declaration is God's gonna do it for me. Some of y'all literally need to say that out of your mouth. In despite of how you've been feeling, right? God's gonna do it for me. No matter how long you've been waiting, the Lord says, tell them, I am going to do it for them. I'm gonna do it for them. Come on. Come on. God's going to do it for you. God is going to do it for you. This morning was one of those mornings. I slept well last night. God told me to order some food. And I ate, brushed my teeth, and I went straight to sleep. Woke up a little bit later than usual, 5:30 to be exact. And I got up, and I was anxious. Whew. I was so very anxious. Hold on. All right. I was almost on the verge of like having a panic attack. Anybody ever been there? Like, I felt like I was about to have a panic attack. And as I'm going throughout, my day, the morning, feeding my dogs, all I could think to ask God was, Lord, I am just trying. Why does it seem like my faith not working? Anybody ever felt that way? Right? Like you were just literally trying. And it's like, God, it just seemed like my faith ain't moving this mountain. I was feeling that way. Like I was feeling so vexed that I'm like, Lord, if it keeps on, I am literally going to have a panic attack. And it wasn't just financially, it was some financially. But it was just literally like, God, it just seems like everything is happening and I'm barely holding on, like, whew. But I caught myself. And even in that anxious state, blessings, Miss Rhonda, even in that anxious state, like, I mean panicking, like functioning anxiety, where it just feels like the weight of everything that I'm going through was just holding me down. From my dog to I'm like rent, I gotta pay my car insurance. I got all these things to do, and it just seems like I take one step, Lord, and I'm pushed back 15, take another 10 steps, and then I'm pushed back 20. But as I was, walking Bella, I had carried her down the stairs because I ain't want a chance of falling. She's so sweet. She just allowed me to do it. She was like, Mama, can we get down now? Can I get down now? And as I'm walking her, I just began to tell myself, like, Lord, I know my faith works. And so I began to ask myself, hey, Visha, I began to ask myself in that panic state, T, what does faith look like? I know you feel worn down. I know you feel like you're not going to make it. I know you feel like this is it, like it's over for you. But what does faith look like? What does faith look like? And so I said, all right, God, I'm going to clean my house. That's what I'm going to do. 5:45 after I fed everybody, I'm cleaning. I mean, I'm wiping down countertops. I'm changing the garbage. I'm doing, you name it, wiping down my tables, spraying me some air freshener. And sat down and I began to write what I needed, right? What was I doing? I was getting myself together. There are some of y'all that have been feeling that way, feeling like you are not going to make it. And the Lord is saying, get yourself together. Some of y'all literally need to tell yourself that God knows you've been waiting. He knows that things have been delayed. He knows that things have been hard. Hear me, I was about to have a panic attack this morning because I was so concerned. Saw no way out. God, how are you going to do this thing? My mom's birthday is Saturday. Had a lot on me. And he told me, sit and write down what you need. So I wrote down my car insurance because I still need that. And then I wrote the word rent. I promise y'all I'm going somewhere. I wrote it down, checked it online. And before God allowed me to write the number of what I owed in rent, he said, check your rental assistance application. Give me one of y'all are following along. Now at this point, I had cleaned my home. Like I was actively doing things so that I would not panic, so that I would not give up. It's still early, it's dark outside. I'd cleaned my home. For those of y'all coming in, the declaration is God's gonna do it for me. So after I had done everything, the Lord said, now sit down and write out what you need. I'm getting myself together. I wrote down Geico. I gotta pay Geico, Lord. I have to have my car insurance. I need it. I need it. It's a contingency of my car loan. I need it. Then I wrote down rent. And the Lord said, before I could write down the number, he said, check your rental assistance application. Now, a little bit of a backstory. I applied back in November. It was like the beginning of November. And I'm gonna be real, I had just given up. I had been checking it like in the beginning, and it just seemed like things were not moving. Y'all listening? It seemed like things weren't moving. So I stopped checking it. I just figured, well, Lord, if I don't get it, like, it's just your will. But I also had concerns because I'm like, Lord, home ownership, it is my portion. But how am I going to do this? It's been a struggle. So I log in. And what I saw made me have to log off, log back in, do it on a different device, log in, because I couldn't believe my eyes. It said that not only was I approved, but that my payment was processed on January 21st of 2022. Said it was processed. God said, say it again. It said my rental assistance application was like the payment was sent to my landlord January 21st of 2022. And it wasn't just for 1 month, y'all. The amount was probably more than my time here will be. Not just this month, my lease ends in June. Let's just say the amount that they gave me carries me out until the end of my lease. And to add something else to it, they paid my light bill. So I'm sitting here like in shock. Like I'm shocked. Because I'm like, Lord, I just thought that they had stopped. I thought it was over with. And the Lord said to me in that moment, he said, you listen, y'all don't have to praise God because that's praiseworthy, because some of you guys are believing for God to do things that you can't see a way out of. And he says, I need to say this. Your ability to praise God from a genuine place for someone else, it only sets you up for your blessing, your breakthrough. And even on last night, I poured into my cousin, and I told her the Mark 11:24 principle. Speak, believe what you speak, and you will see it. She sent me a post, and she said, Ty, that's what she calls me. She said, Cuzzo, I got like a major increase on my job. Like, then she sent me a picture of the affirmation, the decree that she wrote. And she said, I literally just wrote this a few days ago. Now, yeah, listen, now this was last night. I could have just said, I don't care because I'm still believing God for finances. But no, I praise God. I was half asleep when she said that. But I woke up early this morning before I did any of what I did, and I gave God praise for what he did for her. I congratulated from a genuine place, not knowing that God had already worked it out for me. But the Lord told me this morning, as I was looking at those numbers, like, God, they pay my light bill. They're paying my rent until I leave this place. What? What, Lord? I'm in shock. I'm like so shocked because I had forgotten about it. The Lord told me. He said, I told you I had your back. I told you I had your back. He says, told you I had your back. I told you it was going to be different this time, that I was going to provide for you in a different way. And I believe that there are some of y'all that you are counting on God to come through a certain way. And because it don't look like he coming through that certain way that he came through the last time, that the same way, come on, that you have mustered up in your mind, you are on the verge of feeling like, God, is my faith working? Is this thing gone? Is it working? I asked God that this morning, like, Lord, is my faith not working? Because nothing I'm doing is moving. And it wasn't that my faith wasn't working. It's just I allowed my faith to believe that God was going to move a certain way, the same way he had been moving. God's gonna do it for you. But you gotta be okay with the fact that it may not be how you expect it to be. You gotta be okay with the fact that God's way of answering that prayer, answering that request, responding to your faith, responding to that decree, that it may not be the way that you mustered it up in your mind. It may not be the last way that he did it before. Do y'all hear me when I say I had stopped checking the rental application thing? I just thought like, they done doing this. I had stopped. Did y'all not hear me? I had stopped checking. I applied back in November. I wasn't worried about it. I did my part and I just trusted God. Whatever your will is your will. If I gotta pay rent all the way up, you will make a way. It was processed. Payment sent to my landlord January 21st of 2022. 2 weeks ago. And here I am going through all these storms, being worried about something because God isn't moving the way that I expect him to move. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but it is not that your faith is broken. It's just that God is moving under the radar. He ain't doing it the way that you expect him to do it. But here's the thing. It doesn't mean that the end result is not the same. Doesn't mean that you won't be blessed. Doesn't mean that he won't provide. It just means that he's doing it his way. And if I can be real, they paid more than the time I have here. They paid more than the time that I have here. Hear me now. This rental, they paid more than the time I have here. And I said, Lord, what is that? Like that's more. They paid more than like what's on my lease. They paid more, way more, a few grand more than what's even on my. It's done in June. The Lord told me. He said, I'm rewarding your faith. I added a little razzle dazzle because I needed to reward your faith. I needed to let you know that I saw you, that your faith was never broken. I needed you to see that I'm honoring your obedience, the sacrifices that you've made, but even that, I'm giving you double for your trouble. Double for your trouble. I know you had to endure. I know you had to go through some things. I know it's been hard for you to do what you need to do, but I'm giving you double for your trouble. I don't find it to be strange that on 2/2/22, February 2nd, 2022, that God revealed that it was already handled. I don't find that to be strange. Some of y'all have been feeling forgotten, left out. You've been feeling like some of y'all have low-key been feeling like your faith is broken. Just say that's me. If you say, Apostle, I've been feeling like my faith is broken, like it ain't moving the mountain in my finances, like it ain't moving the mountains in my business, like it ain't moving the mountains in my health, like it is not moving the mountains the way that I know it's supposed to move the mountain. Is it broken? The Lord says, I need to affirm you. It's not broken. He was moving the entire time. which is why you felt the greatest urge to give up. He was moving. It was working for you. And because it was working for you, the enemy had to make you feel as if it was broken, as if God wasn't moving. He had to attack things in the natural realm. Come on. He had to attack things in the natural realm. He had to. He had to. He couldn't have you out here just knowing that it's working. That was his job all along, to steal, kill, and destroy. And he does that by attacking things around us. Whether it's money, whether it's your health, whether it's relationships. And he does it to make you feel defeated. Some of y'all have low-key been under siege. Where it's like, Apostle, it ain't just one thing. It feels like things are just back to 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 back happening. Some of y'all been feeling that way. Like, God, I take one step forward, boom, I get a setback. I take another step forward, boom, another setback. For many of you guys, today will be the day where God shows up for you in a way that lets you know that not only was he working all along, but that your faith was why he was working all along. For some of y'all, he's going to bring that confirmation that lets you know. It lets you know, like, listen, your faith was never broken. It was never broken. And I don't know why God is showing me this, but I see money for some people. I literally see like money. I hear the term strange money. And by strange money, the Lord means like money that you didn't expect, money from odd places. Unexpected. I see large deposits. And I know whenever God has spoken this, that it has happened. Some of y'all are about to get a yes that you've been waiting on. Someone here is literally about to get a yes to a brand new start, a brand new job. God is going to do it for you. God is going to do it for you. He's going to do it for you. I need somebody to tell your neighbor, listen, God's going to do it for you. God is going to do it for you. God's going to do it for you. I'll say that again. God is going to do it for you. He's going to do it for you. He is going to do it for you. Whatever that it is. I expect to hear testimonies. I expect for the testimonies to come in saying, Apostle, the money came. I got the job, Apostle. I got the job. I got a good doctor's report, Apostle. I expect the testimonies today, tomorrow, the rest of this month. And that's it. God is so faithful. He's so faithful. So faithful. He's going to do it for you. So faithful. Listen. The seed number is 2222. You say, Apostle, I don't have 2222. So $2.22. If you say, Apostle, I don't even have $2.22. 22 cents. If you say, Apostle, my faith is big today. So $222.22. If it's even bigger, $2,222.22. Natasha, you need to sow. God keeps having me tell you that. You need to sow into this word. Even if you feel like, Apostle, I can't sow what I feel I want to sow, you need to sow into this word. Even if all you have is $1.22. But if you can sow that $22.22, I encourage you to sow it. And even for all the people that watch the broadcast but y'all don't want to come in, you may say, all I have is $10.22. You sow what God tells you, but I heard $22.22. And so that's what I have to say, $22.22. If you don't have that amount, sow what you can. That's close to that amount. That's it though. There are two ways to sow. You can sow via the Cash App. You can sow via paypal.me/thoughtsbyt. God says to tell you again, Natasha, that you need to sow. He says tell you again that you need to sow. Not after nobody's money. That's not what that is. But he says to tell you again that you need to sow. He says you have a habit of going quiet when he says that. And yet he called you out. You have a habit of going quiet when he talks about that. That is what I hear. What you do with that word, I have no control over. I just have to obey. The seed title, God's gonna do it for me. God's gonna do it for me. That is the seed title. God's gonna do it for me. And when God does it, when he does it, we would love to hear the testimony of what he does. And you can send those testimonies to prayer.thoughtsbyt@gmail.com. It's not a need for a prayer request. When God does it, when he does it, God has never had me say that. Not talk about prayer. When he does not the prayer requests, the testimonies. There won't be a need for prayer requests. There won't be a need for prayer requests. Hear me. I hear God. The entire month of February, there won't be a need for it. But when he sends the testimonies, when you get the testimony of what he's done, send them to prayer.thoughtsbyt@gmail.com. Now hear me. It takes extreme faith to receive that. That God ain't going to be no prayer request this month. It's just going to be testimonies all February long. Testimonies of what you've done. Testimonies of what God has done. Testimonies. Whew. That's it. Testimonies. I can't make you sow into this word. I can't make you trust God enough to sow into this word. I absolutely cannot. But if you feel led, the links are there. I love y'all. I'm rooting for you. So until